Greetings, Commanders, and welcome back to the Deep Space Carrier series here in Elite Dangerous. We are continuing to do exploration nearby our character. As always, we're on our Deep Space Carrier expedition, our carrier's maiden voyage out to Colonia, which we chose as our first destination because it seemed like an easy place to go and provided us with some options for getting ourselves out of a jam until we can kind of get into the, the groove of things. We landed on a 7 biology planet in the last episode, and then came down to this one, and I don't believe we were able to find anything. I think I ended up calling the episode done because we were skimming the surface and just not finding anything. There's some bacteria on the ground that I just saw, but to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not really that interested in that. But I guess we should probably... We spent the time coming down here. I guess we should probably go ahead and grab the bacteria while we're here. Before we get too far into the video, like the video to help it spread out to other people, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers, join as a member, that's at the end of the episode, sorry. And then when you're done checking out this video, check out the more than 1,700 videos we have on the channel of gaming, all different kinds of stuff. I'm trying to move into a bunch of different things, so we'll see. We'll see. It's almost all gaming stuff right now, but yeah, there's some changes coming to the channel here relatively soon, assuming that things are going to work out the way I kind of expect them to. As I stated yesterday, and I'm going to keep bringing it up just because, some people are going to see some episodes, some people will miss it. Beginning next week, assuming things continue going, I don't want to say 100%, but starting next week, should be starting to do a daily live stream from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific, where we're basically going to do what we're doing right now. We're going to make our daily videos, but I'm going to live stream doing that process. So it'll give everybody a chance to come and hang out whenever you feel like it on a daily basis, but you'll also get the videos at the end and all that cool stuff. So yeah, pretty soon that's going to be coming. Assuming that let me adjust my camera here. Assuming that the personal things that my wife's schedule changes to what it's supposed to change to, and it stays that way. I need a consistent schedule to be able to live stream, and her schedule has not been conducive to that. So we're gonna try to do that pretty soon. But I need to see her schedule next week be the same as this week, so that I can be relatively sure that in the future we can continue doing this indefinitely, or until I decide it's just not worth it. There's always that part too. All right, I just want to find one more of the bacteria. You would think that there would be some right here in this big spot right here. But as usual, I get through 2 of them, and then all of a sudden I'm not able to find any more. Let's go check out this big spot over here. Maybe we'll find our last bacteria that we need. Oh, there it is. It'd be nice if I can get on the ground. There we go. All right, so we'll scan this, and then we'll boost for a little bit off in one direction and see if maybe we can find more of what we're looking for. But I don't know. I don't know. We ran around for a little bit in the last episode on this planet trying to find something, but it just didn't work out. Alright. On we go. Moving on towards, hopefully, 2 or 3 more species if we can find it.
Landing gear retracted.
Alright. So I'm kind of just trying to head off in this direction for a little bit, just to see if maybe we can get lucky and find something interesting. So far, I know we're going super fast, but I'm trying to cover some distance for a minute, and then we'll start. I want to see some different terrain and see if maybe that allows us to find something else. Or I'll do that. That works too. I was trying to just miss it. Skimming the surface is a little bit of an art form. All right. We'll slow down a little bit to give objects a chance to render. Oh, so if you're wondering, the Mandalay got delayed yet again until the 31st, so there's that. So ideally on Thursday, we'll be popping out the Mandalay and giving it a test spin. Gives us a couple more days in the Cobra, which, to be honest, I'm not particularly upset about. That was weird. Did you see that? That rock was hovering in the air, and it made it look like it was something else. But then we got close to it, and it went down to where it was supposed to. Wow, I am just not flying well today. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, it seems like this entire planet has more or less the same geography.
Taking damage. Shields offline.
Alright, we're done. As a matter of fact, we're gonna run back to the carrier because that was me being really dumb.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oops.
4, 3,
Sorry.
engage.
I don't know what to say other than that was me being dumb. Alright.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Like, we need to go back and repair now because I'm down below half health. I just, you know, sometimes you get a little cabin fever kind of thing, space madness with being out in space all the time and, you know, doing the same task over and over again and, you know, it is what it is. So we have to do 7 jumps to get back there. Ugh. This is why I need to just not... This is why I need to do economical routes, and then that way we don't go very far from the carrier anyway. There's plenty of stars nearby to give us a week's worth of content, so it's like, there's no point in continuing to do that. Alright. To fill up our tank pretty hard.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Kind of hoping we can fill up before we hit the... Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright, that's fine. We can top it off on the next one.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Well, I mean, we can still check out the stuff that's... Oh. Did I... Yeah, it said there were 14. There's nothing for us to look at?
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm a little confused by that. That doesn't make any sense to me. Somehow we saw everything in this system. It said there were 14 bodies. We just randomly came back into the same system that we went through? I'm confused.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Well, at the very least, we'll get to go back and sell our biology data early. Whatever. That's what happens when you get careless with your flying. Like, this is what happens. This is the way it goes. This is what it is.
Fuel scooping.
One body here. Takes a little bit. It takes a little while to scoop this with this ship.
Temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive
All right.
charging.
Ideally, we're all caught up, and now we won't have to hang out in the star that much. We'll still look for some interesting in-space stuff, like maybe we'll find some water worlds or ammonia worlds or stuff like that. As usual, I did forget to bring up the Elite Observatory, so there's always that. I don't know what it is about me forgetting to do that. It's just something that I know it's there in the back of my head, and I need to remember to do it, but it just never activates in my going through the startup of everything process. I just never remember to do it. I don't know. I feel like those 2 stars are close together. Oh yeah.
Fuel scooping.
What does it mean? 7.4 hour fast orbit. These stars are orbiting each other very quickly compared to normal orbits. It's still not going to be enough to where it's like interesting to look at it. It's just got a very fast orbit. All right, still got 4 jumps left to go.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
All right. Hopefully this next one's going to have what we need. space-wise. We're not doing any more. We're not doing any more exobiology until I fix the damage on the ship. I don't want to. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I would very much like to sell off the data that we got rather than losing it because of my stupid carelessness. Okay, we'll pull up. Oh, may not.
Fuel scooping complete. Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Okay. Pulled myself up, hopefully far enough past the sun where we're going to be able to do some scanning. There's nothing interesting here. I don't know why I'm scanning, but why not? It gives us something to do. It's something to do, right? You get bored just running around doing nothing. So, you know, as much as I don't like the full spectrum system minigame, I am kind of like, I want to do something other than just go straight back to the carrier. So we can gather a little bit more data to sell to the stellar cartography guys. And all right, cool.
Frameshift drive charging.
And then now we can jump again towards our next one. We got 3 more jumps left to go. We'll go dock with the carrier, and then so the weird thing is that because I'm in a transitional period as far as my schedule goes, I actually could record throughout the rest of the week if I wanted to, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I typically would take Wednesday and Thursday off. Lately, I've been taking Thursday and Friday off. I don't know. Her schedule changes a lot, so her schedule has been changing a lot, and now that she has this new schedule that ideally should be consistent.
Fuel scooping.
Okay, thank you. Should be consistent. I shouldn't have to change things around anymore, but it does make me forget what days I record and what days I don't and all this other stuff. So we're definitely going to record today. We're definitely going to record tomorrow, I think. And maybe we'll do a mining episode tomorrow. We don't really need it, but, you know, I can only do so much exploration now. I'm kind of like... now watch, we're gonna find a high metal content world. We're gonna find a high metal content world that has 2 biological sources on it because I'm damaged and I have to take a risk for it. That's fine. If we find it, I'll be careful when we go down there and we'll just get it. Alright, it doesn't look like... I mean, and these are just within the range of what I'm willing to do with the Super Cruise Overdrive. 50,000-ish is my limit. Much beyond that, and I'm not messing with it. Yeah, a lot of high metal content worlds over here. That's cool. And there's a lot of geological activity. That's it for the high metal content ones. Without the money aspect, it's not worth going over there. So, we're gonna go. We're just gonna go. Oh. Okay. So yeah, it'll be a little bit weird moving into a live stream format. Not necessarily because like, the format I do now for the videos, these videos that you watch are more or less what you would do in a live stream. It's just gonna have a little bit more added pressure of having to do it live every day and not just a week. Oh, that reminds me. If we do end up doing a daily live stream to do the recording for the videos, the weekly carrier reposition live stream will go away, and we'll just incorporate the carrier movement at some point during the week. Maybe we'll make our Friday stream. Our carrier reposition stream or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure that out as we go. But if I start streaming Monday through Friday, I want to have the weekend off because that's when my wife has her days off, and I want to be off with her. So that's the way that's going to work.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Okay, I don't remember. Okay, I think this is the jump that we need because we did end up stopping around a purple star. Here, we're going to Super Cruise assist, get ourselves locked in, And we'll let the assist do our dirty work for us. Oh, yeah. The only thing about the color that I selected for my landing things is that it's hard to see from a distance.
Landing gear deployed.
All right, cool. So yeah, we'll go ahead and be done. We'll go sell off our data. Sell off our stellar or universal cartographics. Sorry. See how much money we made. Okay, and then we'll disembark, head inside, sell off our exobiology data. See how much we made for that. Okay, I was about to say, you're gonna let me go down? And then we'll see how much money we made. It is what it is. Be a short video today just because trying to go back out into it again is just like, nah, I don't feel like it. Not feeling it. Not feeling it. So rather than push myself to go through and all that stuff, I'll end up just being boring. We'll just go ahead and call it now. We're far enough in that it's a decent, it's like at the minimum of what I want an episode to be. I like to be at like 20 to 30 minutes, but 15 minutes is like my absolute minimum. So we've sort of made it, and I'm just kind of not feeling it right now. So we're just going to go ahead and be done.
I trust you.
All right, sell off our
data.
data. We didn't really make that much. 44 million. I mean, that pays the bills for the week, so that's not bad.
Thank you for.
Let's head over to the terminal here. Make sure that our carrier has the funds that it needs. Let's see. Money, money, money. It does not have enough money, so we're going to deposit. I mean, it has enough money, but I like to keep it up right at around 1 billion credits. So let's go ahead and do that. If I can get it. Oop, come on. Cooperate, please. There we go. Confirm. All right. Carrier has 1 billion credits. And that's it. So, yeah, we'll probably do a mining episode tomorrow, just because, you know, I want to have a little bit more variety in the things that we're doing, and running around doing exploring is nice and everything, but at the same time, you know, mining is at least something else that we can do that is something different. So maybe, you know, we might do like 2 mining episodes. Oh, I guess we have to find we never found a tritium spot. Did we? Did we find a tritium spot? I don't remember. I think we weren't looking for it because we had enough. All right, so that means that we'll probably need to take the Type 8 out and do some prospecting. Yeah, we'll probably have to take the Type. Well, I don't know. I don't know that we're going to be using the Type 8. We're going to probably be using the. Well, maybe. All right, we'll focus on all that tomorrow. We may end up swapping over to the Corvette just because it maneuvers a little bit better, and it has. I think I can put the same. I only need one big. I only need one big cargo space, right? So. Oh. Okay. I mean, uh-oh. So that creates a problem. So we would have a Class 7 multi-limpet controller. Class 7 multi-limpet controller, and then Class 7 collector limpet to give us So this would be collector, collector. The prospecting limpet. Right? So we need prospecting limpets to find things. We need collector limpets for that. I need all three of these to be cargo space because I need to. This equals the one big one that the cutter has. If I'm going to do it this way, we have the shields that I guess theoretically we could take off. Is this a military compartment? I don't remember. I think it is. I wouldn't have. Yeah, it's a military compartment. So what was my concern here? I'm trying to remember what my concern was. We have the multi-limpet controller, which gives us 8 collector limpets. That's what I'm going to make them. And then we have another 4 on top of that. That gives us 12 total collector limpets. And then we'll have the prospector limpets here, and then I don't even have any more collector. Oh, I mean, I could pull some collector limpets off of the other ship. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Oh, nope, I don't want to make another one. Let me just make sure that my Type 8 doesn't... I know I said we were going to do this tomorrow, but we need to spend time prospecting tomorrow, so there's that. Let me see. Carrier services. We'll check out the outfitting for this guy and just make sure he doesn't have any limpet controllers on him. No, he does not. And then let's go over to the cutter, because I know it does have some limpet controllers on it, but if it doesn't have a small one on it that I could take and swap it over to the thing, then we'll just leave the limpet controllers on the cutter and the on the cutter and the Corvette the way that they are now. Okay, so we have a big one, another medium-sized one, but I don't think we have anything. Oh, we need a refinery for the... Okay. Yeah, so we don't have a 4A controller. I think it goes 3, 5, and 7 for the collector limpet styles, so we wouldn't be able to use one anyway, and I don't think I have one. Let me see. I don't remember if there was any additional refineries available. We may need to pull it off the cutter if that's the case. Kind of hoping that we just have another one in there, though. So, all right. So, do I have a refinery in here? Yes. Okay, cool. So now I can just leave this installed. So my cutter is fully outfitted. I believe this Corvette here is also fully outfitted for mining. And the only thing I would need to swap out now is if I decide to do the Type 8 for whatever reason. But realistically, I don't know. I mean, I guess the other thing we need to do is we need to pull the mining lasers off, right? Because I don't think this thing has any weapons on it at all, any hard points on it at all. Ooh. That's right. I forgot we had... this guy is set up for more... This guy is set up for more maneuverable things, doing the subsurface displacement. But realistically, I think we're just going to try to do the mining laser setup with this guy. I want to see if it's any better. Because while this is much more maneuverable in the cutter, it's not maneuverable enough, especially with as big as it is and as, as tight of spaces as there's going to be. I don't really want to be doing crazy maneuvering. If I'm going to do subsurface, if I'm going to be focusing on subsurface mining, I want to be in a smaller ship like the Type 8. So, we're gonna pop these off, and then we'll put the we'll swap all the lasers off of our cutter and put them on here, and then tomorrow we'll go looking for some icy rings. So let's hop over here, hop into our cutter, because we gotta, unfortunately, I really wish they didn't make you sit and wait for the animation to happen for pulling things off. Like, you don't have to wait for them to be installed, but you do have to wait for them to be put on there, and that's really kind of annoying. So now we gotta sit and wait for it to go So I really wish I would like for them to change that. Like, I shouldn't have to sit here and wait for that process to happen while I'm trying to do this. I don't have to wait for the install, but they make me wait for the uninstall, and it's very irritating. Eventually. Oh my god, it's painful to watch. It's painful to have to sit here and watch this. You guys can at least fast forward if it bugs you enough, but I have to actually sit and watch it. Okay, I don't... Hopefully, hopefully they have about the same number of hard points. That way I don't have to feel like I'm wasting hard point spots by putting all these lasers on a ship that has more hard points than I have mining lasers for. Okay, finally, we're done with that. We're done with that, and then we go use this ship. And then we just need to make sure that our hard points are placed in a way that makes sense. So, let's see. For hard points, we have 2 up top. 4 up top. 2 on the side, and then 1 on the bottom, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I believe that there's 7 lasers total. So I think I'm going to put my 2 Class 2... I'm going to put 2 of my Class 2 lasers up top. Okay. And then I think our Class 3 hard point is also on the bottom, so we'll get a nice little top and bottom view when we do this. And then we can put all of our engineered mining lasers like this. Okay, so now modules, fire groups. We want the data scanner to be number 1, the surface scanner to be number 2. For mining lasers, we want our smaller mining lasers to be number 1. We also want to make sure that our universal is on a collector limpet on number 1. And then we also want our actual collector limpets to be on number 1. And then prospector limpet number... No, because these are all going to be number 3. So the problem that I'm going to have... I need to... damn it. All right, so what we have to do then is we need to make prospector number 2, collectors... Because we're not going to be using the... We're not going to have the pulse wave analyzer, so I don't need anything extra for this. So we'll just make the collector limpets like that. Okay. And then for our last group here, we'll do like that. We'll have collector limpets on 1. Anytime we're firing our laser, we want collector limpets to be popping out when we need them. Right? Okay. So, here's the logic here. We have, as we're approaching, when we're out in Super Cruise, we have the Discovery scanner on 1, the Surface scanner on 2. Then we drop into the asteroid belt and we're looking for things, and we're firing off our prospector and collector limpets whenever we're doing that, just to keep. We want to keep refreshing our collector limpets as much as possible. Maybe we just leave it on the prospector. Yeah, I think maybe we just leave it on the prospector. Then we start firing off our mining laser, which also starts deploying replacing any collector limpets that we need. And then when we get close enough, we fire off our Class 2 mining lasers. So, that's the idea. Let's launch really quick and...
Ship has released. Restrict speed until clear of our carrier.
Alright, that's our Class 1s. That looks cool. Okay. Alright. Well, that's going to go ahead and do it for today's episode. Hopefully you guys had fun. Be sure to click the like button if you did, so that the YouTube algorithm will know. And send the video out to as many people as possible. If you are not a subscriber, please consider doing so now to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. You can also join the channel as a member to get early access to videos, among other perks. Or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. So again, thank you very much for joining us for this episode of the Deep Space Carrier series here in Elite Dangerous. Be sure to come back for the next installment of our adventure. Hold on, I'm trying to finish barking. For the next installment of our adventure, and I'll see you then. Eventually. All right. Bye, guys.